Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant.
Okay, then what's the latest from Port of Spain? Weather update?
Port of Spain, when we last saw about a couple of hours back, the pitch was under covers, it was cloudy.
So more like Port of Rain, am I right?
Port of rain. So the first hour they are saying there might be some rain interruptions, but after that it's totally fine.
Which means that no overs will be lost.
No overs will be deducted.
And
Yes.
instead of the game finishing at 3, we'll finish at 4.
Oh.
And who's doing the live after the game? We have to.
We will.
We will.
Raise your hand.
We shall.
We shall.
Yes.
We shall all do it.
Yes.
If you're a lover of the game, you're a lover of the sport,
Yeah.
you follow Indian cricket.
Absolutely.
Because remember, the true fans come to us. They watch. And our fans are not only restricted to Indian Standard Time. The folks from Australia who join us
Yes.
at
England,
odd hours,
US.
no matter what time the match is, you know.
US as well. Yeah. We keep it
US. People wake up at 5 in the morning and then they are watching
on
Sports
Sports
Today
Today.
live.
Yeah.
If they can wake up at 5 in the morning and watch Sports Today live, clearly we can do a live at 4 a.m., 3
Yep.
a.m., whatever time.
We will. But for that, the West Indies will have to bat well. If
they
you look at
don't
the
have to bat well. They have to bat 50 overs.
yes, that
Exactly.
that itself is a big problem in the West Indies Bangladesh series.
Yeah.
The matches that were held in Providence, Guyana, even the ultimate insult, if you may say, Bangladesh's skipper was saying the pitches are worse than Mirpur. Now, is that a compliment for Providence or is it an insult for Mirpur?
No,
We don't
definitely
know.
an insult for Mirpur because Mirpur is known to be, well, it's absolutely slow, and and again, no one knows how this pitch is going to play. Okay, there hasn't been international cricket played here since 2019. It might be better than what we saw in
Yeah.
Guyana.
That year 2019 is very significant. Why? That last match that was played in Port of Spain, Virat Kohli scored a ton.
Oh.
White ball cricket. And
But
since
there is no
then,
Virat Kohli here.
There is no Virat Kohli here, so
You're talking about Bangladesh, no? Maybe that cycle could have ended in Port of Spain if he had come.
it's a literal cycle. No?
Yes.
Huh?
3 years, 1,000 days could have ended if he had come.
If he had.
If he had come.
But he had asked for rest.
Yeah, he had.
Well, latest I'm hearing that he had asked for rest, but the team also said no, you rest.
No, but
He
team,
was asking him for rest.
but team.
No, there are reports. Have you not
Yeah,
been
yeah.
But
asking?
the players were not the ones who chose to give him rest. No.
No, when I mean team, as in the decision makers in the team, could be the coach, could be.
But they can only say no. You can actually play this series, but then if you insist again, no, I want to take rest. Then what do you think they'll say?
Okay.
Go
No,
ahead.
I heard that maybe the team management also was keen to rest the senior players so that they can get a better look at these
No,
young
but
guys.
I think a lot of people, including I'm talking about the selectors. I haven't spoken to Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma, of course. So I'm
Why not?
talking because they don't speak to me
Okay.
unless there's a press conference.
Ah.
So I'm talking about selectors. They wanted to see Virat. In fact, they wanted Virat to continue. In fact, they wanted Virat to play. But then, if he insisted, no, I want to take rest. Maybe that was the best thing that he thought would be for his cricket going forward. But then everybody has a choice. But the fact is that there is no Virat Kohli for this entire tour, and
Yes.
we'll have to live with that.
Oh yes, we have to live with a team which is again a second string team.
Yes.
So I counted, I think 8 first choice players will not be playing here.
Yep.
That is Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami. We missed out on anyone?
well, Bhuvi was playing.
KL Rahul.
KL Rahul, there you go.
8. 8 first choice members of the Indian team are not playing here. But I don't know about you, I'm actually excited to see these young guys only. I wanted to see them. The first choice players being there, I know what.
Why
they
do
are
we
to
have
offer.
selectors? I'm just wondering. When
To select the team? What?
because 8 players, I think everybody can pick. Then Yuzi Chahal is the 9th one. Okay.
Yes.
Then you
For
are
T20s.
no. I'm talking about ODIs
White
also.
ball. White ball.
White ball.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so Yuzi
just-
Chahal.
Yeah, just a
9.
couple. Yeah, just a
No,
couple
but
of for ODIs.
always, if you remember, selection.
For ODI, Shikhar Dhawan is your the other
10.
that makes it 10, and then now you're left
If
with.
you remember, this is not a new phenomenon. If you know, it used to always say that selecting a team, 11, 12 players, so you, me, anyone would write. It was always those 2, 3. When the fight used to happen, my zone, your zone, this
You know,
zone.
today-
those 2, 3, 4 members.
Today you
Now
can,
at least that's not happening.
Today you can count those 8 first choice players
Yes.
for the ODI squad. You know, closer to the World Cup next year, you may not.
50 over. Why are you saying not? Do you think
No, I'm-
all of these guys will not be available?
No, I am saying usually things like these happen closer to a big tournament. For example, today you can count your T20, you can count the players who you think
Yeah,
will be
true.
there. But there is still some suspense.
No, but 10, 12, you will be able to count. 10, 12, 13. Say, by the way, I can count now
Can you give
for
it
the next World Cup also.
Can you give it to me in writing if
I will
Virat
just
is going to play the World Cup, T20 World Cup?
No, I cannot. I don't know about
So
it.
you're saying
No, but I'm saying I can write the squad. 11, I don't know.
no. That's why I'm saying you still have
Squad also, I will write 13, 14 names for the T20 World Cup, and you can check if those 13, 14 will be not. And forget this, for 2023
23
World Cup also I'll write 12 odd names.
You can write for 27 also
No.
if there. Huh? 25 Champions Trophy you can.
No.
Why?
I don't know, it's a long time. 3 years is a long time.
Long time.
So, provided nobody is injured,
Provided. That's
but because injury can
That's
happen
a
to
big
anybody
provider.
anytime, and corona can happen anytime.
Yep.
So corona and
That's a
injury
big asterisk.
injuries aside, 12 names I'll write now for the next year's 2023 World Cup also. Barely changes will happen.
So we don't need selectors.
You need for the remaining 3-4 spot, 12, 13 players will offer.
Select
And this
names.
has been the case since time
Remaining
immemorial.
3 names, to even the team management
No,
can
no,
pick.
that's
The
what-
board can also
See,
pick.
in earlier times, you remember there used to be the whole 5 zone.
Zone,
Then-
yes.
So
Zone.
12 used to be done. Then remaining 4, 5, all 5. Then everyone, okay, pick one from each
Each
zone.
zone.
Then
Yeah.
give one name. Then Saurav Ganguly came and changed all of that.
You're talking about
Indian cricket.
Okay, I'm talking. Oh, I
Indian
thought you were
cricket,
talking
as
about.
captain. As captain.
I thought you were talking about the current regime
No.
that Saurav Ganguly came for the selection committee meetings and changed everything.
No. I know where you're going with it. I
No,
was
no,
not-
no, no. No, I'm not saying anything. I just thought maybe off the record.
So he changed all of that, where as captain said.
As captain, not as.
That if I want Dinesh Mongia, I will have Dinesh Mongia.
I still.
And no VVS Lakshman.
Yes. No Anil Kumble.
He took the team that he wanted. Yeah. So it changed all
Went
that.
to the final with that team.
Into the final, exactly.
So Dada knew something
Yes.
that the selectors themselves did not know.
So I am excited to actually watch this young brigade playing. And even though it's a 50 over format,
Against
I
West Indies.
firmly believe, because that's where I get to see how many runs they'll
No,
score.
also comes in the back.
West Indies or India?
India. West Indies has to bat 50 overs. It's not about
That's
how
the
many
big
runs.
challenge for
Yes.
them, actually.
I think for India, or at least for us, I think the best thing would be that
India bowl
whoever
first.
wins the toss, West Indies should bat first.
Absolutely.
So they bowl. India bowl first, so West Indies win the toss, we will bat. But
That-
under overcast
and-
conditions.
And that way,
I don't know what.
that way is what can happen is a match that should get over by 2:30 or 3 o'clock can actually get over by 1:30.
Yes.
1:30 to
But you are
usually.
underestimating Nicholas Puran. He can bat full.
No, I maybe I'm overestimating Nicholas
No,
Puran.
no. He will. Okay.
You were saying he
bet
will bat-
who will be the West Indian batsman with the most number of runs this series?
Shea
Nicholas Puran.
Hope. Shea Hope with
I'm
a
going
strike
with-
rate of 67. He can score 3 matches, no?
3 matches, yeah.
Yeah, he can score.
I'm
around-
going with Nicholas Puran.
Then you are saying it will be a clean sweep for West Indies. 3-0, India winning the series.
Yeah, because Puran, whenever he scores, poor fellow, never gets
Jeetega
them
to
in-
India.
Jeetega to
India,
India. He never gets runs in winning causes.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So I'm going with Nicholas Puran being the highest run
Shea
getter.
Hope. Shea Hope with a strike rate of 67. he'll score most number of runs for West Indies.
I'm also going with Puran only. Easy choice.
Maybe dark horse Kyle Mills.
Shouldn't be saying
Kyle
dark
Mills,
horse.
yeah.
only.
Kyle Mills. Why not?
What is he saying? He'll get us banned, his channel banned.
All I said was you shouldn't be saying.
No, but then
Underdog, you can.
underdog.
Underdog, this is not underdog.
It's not an underdog.
It's not underdog. Come on.
I mean, if you call a knight in the black chessboard as a dark horse, you're not racially abusing it.
Yeah.
It's like that.
You're
Kyle
making it
Mayers is
worse
my
by
choice.
discussing it further.
Exactly. Kyle Mayers is my choice.
Kyle Mayers.
Yep.
I think maybe that, or in case it could actually be somebody from the lower middle order, because the top order might
Jason
just fail.
Holder?
Top order might just
To be
fail.
fair, Puran bats at 5, so.
Maybe Alzari Joseph. Why?
And then Rovman will be a better choice.
Huh.
Be. It could
Robman is a
Robman,
good
huh?
choice.
Could be Robman.
Because he'll play those counter-attacking, that bang cricket basically.
Rovman is a good shout.
West Indian Khali.
Khali?
West Indian Khali.
How? Okay, Khali.
No, West Indies, these grounds are very small, and the kind of power that Rahman Powell can generate, you never know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you want to call the real West Indian Khali as far as height and
Jason
Jason
Holder.
not Jason Holder, the other guy, that off spinner.
Oh, Suleiman Ben.
There was a left arm spinner.
Rakeem
that guy,
Cornwall.
Rakeem Cornwall.
Rakeem Cornwall. He is.
No, he's not fit.
He's
I thought
supremely
Khali
fit.
also wasn't really fit.
And Khali was?
No,
guy could
I
move.
thought maybe Suleiman Ben, remember
Yeah, he was
left
huge,
but he
Big
was
Ben,
tall.
huge.
No, but
Yeah,
he
Big
was
Ben, yeah.
lanky.
Yeah.
But
Rakeem Cornwall.
Rakeem Cornwall was.
And even, he pulls the ball from.
Was he when he was playing? I haven't seen
We
him.
haven't
By
seen him
any
for-
stretch of imagination, I don't think he's fit. Is he?
He is.
But neither was Khali.
No, Khali is still.
No.
No.
Khali just had this.
Ask the WWE.
He
expert.
had short knees, couldn't move.
No, that is fine.
No, he just had the hand and that's it.
He was an athlete.
Yeah,
Yes,
what?
he was an athlete. Whatever,
Yes.
whether it was for entertainment or whatever.
Now he's an athlete
Even-
at the toll bridge.
There also he did.
At the toll bridge.
So,
AB Sam from Australia is saying Gill was in the ODI team against Australia and England at home. Then India played next ODI against West Indies this year. Gill was injured. Shouldn't he be ahead in the pecking order? Good
Valid
question,
point,
AB Sam,
valid
but
point.
No, I think
but again, with all the
With-
batting, even with the backups who don't have that much of options, Gill's injury again has put
no.
him way down.
Plus, the important thing is this may be 50 overs, but it's an audition for the T20 World Cup.
True.
You're auditioning for the T20 World Cup. So in that sense, I thought Ishan Kishan is the one who you're looking at. At best, go with Ruturaj Gaikwad.
I
also.
think Ruturaj and Arshdeep should make their debuts today.
Yes.
Should make
Yeah,
their
possible.
ODI debuts.
Of course, I think with Arshdeep it's going to be subject to fitness.
Yeah.
He was bowling in the nets.
Oh,
Then it's
Didn't
fine.
Ruturaj play in the Sri Lanka series?
Which Sri Lanka?
The
That
one
was-
when India 2021 in
I think
which
he played 1 or 2
England
matches.
Yeah.
the team were there and Shikhar Dhawan led the. That was I think Dravid's
Yeah,
first
when Dravid
assignment.
was-
Has
coaching.
he played in ODIs? Yes. Huh?
Yes.
How many? One.
I think he
Open
must
air?
have played in 2, if I'm not wrong.
check karo.
You remember the third ODI we saw 6 debutants making, 6 debutants playing. That I think he played a match in that. Ruturaj Gaikwad.
वहीं पे था. हाँ.
Oh
no,
no,
he has not.
He hasn't.
Ruturaj
He hasn't.
and
Arshdeep.
They should make their
That
debut.
they did the T20 series.
T20.
Arshdeep also only made T20 I debut.
Shivam
Yeah.
was also saying
One.
yes, he's playing.
And Shivam, look at the conviction.
Yes. No, because he's a big fan of Sid. Whatever Siddharth says, he believes.
Yeah.
Okay, now please quickly show us.
Some comments.
Gill's injury.
Cricket on
unfortunately.
Doordarshan brings back so many memories. Now it looks like they've not changed since 1980s.
The faces or the
Everything.
graphics?
Everything. It's like since.
When was the last time you watched DD Sports?
I don't think growing up I never did. So we were the
No, we either did.
we were the
I
ESPN
must
star
have
generation.
watched before. Must be when some Asian games and all must be on DD. That must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely.
That must have been years ago, decades ago. Rather.
No, could be not too. I mean, yeah, must be about.
I may have
Maybe
watched
90s
some
also. Maybe 90s also.
No, 90s
no,
I used to watch a
90s.
lot.
See, the
I'm talking the
cricket
last time.
series, the cricket series that I last watched on this
No,
platform.
any sport.
Vikram
I'm saying.
Talreja has sent you a DM on Twitter and saying discuss that. Must be a very important thing. Check your DM.
I watched the 2002 India West Indies series when West Indies had come to India. That ODI series 4-3 in which West Indies won. A Dravid 109 at Rajkot chasing 326.
West Indies have won the toss, and my good friend Darren Ganga's there.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. I think they
Ganges.
will.
What's Nicholas
bowl.
Puran? What has Nicholas Puran decided to do?
Most likely should bowl only.
Yeah. He will bowl, I guess.
Darren Ganges.
Yeah, bowl.
Oh yeah.
West Indies.
You didn't get your hope. None of us did in all fairness.
Just like he picked
I'm
Shea
not
Hope.
looking forward to West Indies batting.
So we thought maybe if they bat first collapse much more quickly. I think
No,
that
this-
was
No, his
Actually
hopes
could
were
be-
dashed because he picked Shea Hope.
Shea Hope.
This actually could be, to chase a target could be
Yeah,
better
they could
for.
be they can
No, no,
wrap up
even
early
then.
also.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Well, we're saying all this now, turns out and then we're doomed. No,
Say
not
what
mentioning.
India, what? Say it.
If India
So
gets
you
started
can get
out.
told after that.
Why not?
Nah, that won't happen. See, West Indies, imagine, they have not won against India for the last 16 years in an ODI series. 16 years.
That's okay.
Who?
West Indies against India. They haven't won an
Against
ODI
India.
series since the last 16 years. Plus, on top of that, they are coming on the back of losses to Pakistan twice, Bangladesh, Australia. So in ODIs, they are really under a big slump.
In all this, well, I think Puran's been their best batsman, right?
Puran was the best batsman in the Bangladesh series.
Checks
In the
out.
others,
The message,
it was
no,
mixed
that
in
you
match.
Must have come.
Oh,
Who
sorry.
was the person? What is his name? We forgot.
Vikram
No.
Talreja.
There we go.
Maybe they also don't know what the team is.
So Jadeja is ruled out. That's something
Yeah.
that we can.
Yeah.
So Jadeja means, oh god, Akshar again.
Akshar surely is. So Shikhar Dhawan and Akshar Patel surely are two certainties.
Yes.
Hmm.
And who will be the keeper?
For India.
India.
Sanju most likely.
Sanju.
Or
Or
Kishan.
Kishan.
Or Kishan
No,
if he gets
but
to
you'll
play.
have to see if Ruturaj is playing, then I think
Ishan.
Sanju is,
Yeah, then
is the
Sanju.
keeper. Then Sanju is the
Then
keeper.
Sanju, because
Number
one
three.
opener, no?
Number 3?
Nah, Sanju and Shreyas I think are taking up those spots.
Okay.
But let's see.
Because Ishan, when he made his debut, he batted number 3. He was then promoted as an opener.
Then generally for the last few years he's been opening only, so I don't
Opening.
think they're putting
Maybe
him in
actually
middle
it
order.
could be a, for Ishan Kishan, if he bats at number 3, it could be good for him also
Yeah.
and for the team also, because that is one area that he has to work on.
Yep.
And he himself has admitted that. He has said that Rohit also has asked him to work on that particular area, when the field is spread and he has to work around, get those singles. So that is one area. So maybe if they want to test Ishan Kishan there. But for me, I think Ruturaj should open with Shikhar Dhawan.
Shikhar.
But no surprises, as Nikhil also mentioned. It could be an audition for the T20 World Cup, and they want to keep Ishan Kishan ready. Considering what may happen in future. You never know, a freak injury to any of the openers, and then suddenly you don't have an opener, because as of now you just have 2 openers.
Yes.
Although Rishabh Pant was tested against
only one
England,
match,
but
so-
then you never know.
There's a very interesting news item I've just come across. I thought I will share that. It's a ground in Leicester named after Sunny Gavaskar. They're naming a ground in Leicester after.
Nice.
So it's a 5-acre ground. He'll be the first Indian cricketer to have a ground named after him in England.
England,
Wow.
yes. So is it the main?
Is it ready?
Uh,
Or Mr. Gavaskar has to.
No, I don't know whether it's a. I just say I can see a report. The ground is under construction. Reports say that Mr. Gavaskar's photo has already been painted on one entire wall of the pavilion. The initiative came from Keith Vaz,
The MP.
the longest-serving MP of Indian
MP of-
origin,
Yes.
he's represented Leicester
Leicester,
for
yeah.
32 years.
So it's not the main, the one at Grace Road. That's not the main.
No,
one.
I don't think that.
No,
It's
it
a
must be
new
some
stadium.
some other ground. Yeah.
It is being. It's not constructed.
No, I think it is there. It maybe they're revamping it.
Okay,
It used to be a sports club ground.
Yeah.
They're renaming it that, and maybe also adding a pavilion or two.
Yep.
Okay, the team is out
Team.
for India.
Yes.
Shikhar Dhawan and our good friend, as he said, Shubman Gill is
Oh.
opening the innings.
Opening, nice.
Shreyas Iyer is the
Three.
vice captain of this team, by the way.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Even
Did
I
you?
didn't know.
No.
I'm
Did
also just
you,
reading
you
it.
also. You also didn't know. Shreyas Iyer is, by the way, the vice captain.
Nice.
Then you have Suryakumar Yadav, Sanju Samson is the wicket keeper, Deepak Hooda. Then at 7th you have
Akshar
Akshar Patel, Shardul Thakur,
Because
Yuzi
Jadeja
Chahal,
is not available.
Mohammad Siraj and Prasidh Krishna.
There we go.
So,
No Arshdeep.
No
You
Arshdeep,
have-
no Avesh, no Ishan, no Ruturaj.
I think they stuck with continuity. You know, Prasadh has been
Ruturaj
playing
is there
ODIs.
as 12th man.
Yep.
Talking about the 11.
Yeah, that's okay. So it's a good thing. The left, right at the top, Shikhar and
Yeah, he's just not the right hand any
yeah,
of us were
Shubman.
expecting.
Wow, that's actually pretty good. Yep.
What do you make of the 11?
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a fair enough 11.
For me, Shubman Gill opening the innings, I don't mind.
Yeah, actually, not a big surprise. We were saying Ruturaj might open. We thought Ishan might come there. I think maybe because Ishan is also part of the T20 setup, and now that there are reports that KL will not make it in time, then he may be opening. So you won't give a chance to a Shubman Gill, to a Ruturaj Gaikwad, because they are only part of the ODI squad.
Yeah.
So I guess in that regard, I think it makes sense that you have started with Shubman Gill. And also the same goes for bowlers, by the way. Who are the two bowlers that are playing? Prasidh Krishna and Siraj.
Siraj.
Both are not part of the T20 setup.
Yep.
So Avesh will play.
So they've
He's in the T20
completely
team.
kept these players who are in the fray for the T20 side, they've kept them out.
No, because all I'm saying is that in a tour, if you've taken everyone to the Caribbean, you'd want them to get a game or two. So the guys in the T20 who are not in the T20 setup or only in the ODI, they will not get any chance.
Yep.
So if they've gone all the way to the West Indies, they would expect to play a game or two. So say Prasidh Krishna, Siraj, you could fit in here only. Shardul Thakur,
Shubman Gill.
Shubman Gill,
Yes.
they've played them there.
Shikhar Dhawan.
And Shikhar Dhawan. I think, is Ruturaj in the T20 squad? No.
No.
So he will also get a game, I guess. Ishan may not get a game now. Now I'm
He will
convinced.
get it probably for the 5-match T20 series.
Correct. Because now, that's why I said, with KL
Injured. Yep.
there's a good chance that he does not. So, yeah.
Yep. Very, very strange. And looking at it, see, this ODI, I don't know whether it's an audition for the T20 World Cup, because again, that same mistake, different formats, aiming for a different format, which is a T20 World Cup year.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there is a very interesting development in the sidelines also heading into this India West Indies series. Scrap ODIs. Playing all three formats now will be unsustainable. This was said by Ian Bishop, and scrap ODIs was done by Wasim Akram.
You
Even
know, why
even
I
Usman
think-
Khwaja has recently come out and said that it's dying a slow death.
No,
ODI
no,
cricket.
our good friend Pragyan Ojha said it.
Pragyan Ojha.
Did you see his tweet? Just, I think today or yesterday, he's put a tweet out. Pragyan.
He's an IPL governing council member also.
Yes. I mean, he's a cricket analyst also.
Yes, he's a cricketer also. Former.
Former.
So I'll just read Pragyan's tweet, just adding to that whole thing about. So he says, we were worried about Test cricket's future, but the future of ODI looks uncertain.
Uncertain.
In future, we may see many cricketer preferring to move away from this format.
Yes.
True, absolutely.
Ben Stokes has, I think,
Set the cat among divisions.
yeah, has set the tone also.
And if you're going to play so many formats,
By the way, just that I was talking about the Doordarshan thing, there is a tweet by a gentleman. He says, this telecast has made time travel possible. Feels so good to be back in the 80s.
No, even
Yeah,
until
boundaries aren't too short.
yeah,
78.
Queen's Park Oval is, especially third man and final leg.
Lakeside
it's
boundaries are
yeah.
a little shorter.
Shorter, yes.
Okay, RJ.
Thankfully,
Dravid doesn't get
influenced
by
by everyone
Twitter.
wants Iyer out. Meanwhile, he's a replacement of VK, Surya in ODI
Yes.
and 12th man in ODI.
RJ is saying thankfully Dravid doesn't get influenced by
Twitter.
Everyone wants Iyer out. Meanwhile, he's a replacement of Virat Kohli and Surya in ODI.
I don't understand the second part.
Second
And
part.
main 12th man in ODI. I mean,
Main
Yeah.
12th man.
Yeah, but he's saying when everyone returns.
Oh, that
he'll
way,
be the
sure,
12th
sure,
guy.
right,
Okay.
right.
Yes.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Yes, you want to know the West Indies team?
Yes.
So Nicholas Puran,
Yeah.
Robin Powell, Brooks,
Shamar Brooks.
Alzari Joseph,
Okay.
Brandon King, Mayers, Romario Shepherd,
Romario Shepherd.
Chemo Paul
Okay.
has made it. No, Chemo Paul has not. Sorry,
Has not.
he's not. He's injured. Yes.
Kyle Mayers, I think, is playing.
No, Jaden Seals, the fast bowler.
Right.
Ah, okay.
Shea Hope, your favorite. Oh, that left arm spinner I told you about,
Gudakesh Moti.
Yeah, he's playing.
Gudakesh Moti
Is not
Kanhai.
playing.
Huh?
Akil Hussain is not.
Akil is also playing. Two left arm spinners.
Oh my god.
Gudakesh Moti Kanhai. He
To
picked
be fair, I
up.
would have been a lot more scared if our first team was playing against two left-arm spinners. That would have been a scary
I
sight.
thought Romario Shepherd wasn't part of the squad. I don't know why I was under the impression that he was not.
Okay.
But that's interesting. It doesn't look looks like
Not-
a decent
it's a
team.
decent
side,
yeah.
side, yeah. Yeah, Gudakesh Moti in fact picked up 4 wickets in the last ODI that he played against Bangladesh.
In Bangladesh. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left arm orthodox from Guyana.
Yes.
But I think he has no relationship to Rohan Kanhai because his full name is Gudakesh Moti Kanhai.
Oh.
Yes. And
Oh, the big news there is, by the way, in all the name,
No Jason Holder.
no Jason Holder.
Exactly.
The assistant coach.
No, he's down with COVID.
Oh.
There we go.
Jason Holder misses out because of COVID. That's the other big breaking news.
Yeah, otherwise everyone was talking beforehand, Holder's return to the ODI fold.
Yes, there it
this,
is.
that.
Unfortunately,
There we go.
Holder has COVID, so he misses out. That's actually a big blow. Is that why they may have added Romario Shepherd? I don't think he was in the original squad.
Exactly. Even I think that
Can
he
we
wasn't
check
there.
the squad?
Yeah, he was not. He was not. I remember.
Yeah, maybe they just called him up as a
Yeah,
backup
because
then.
of COVID, they may have called him up.
yes.
But like it happens with Indian
So
cricket, news
that
filters
means
in late.
that means Holder's out for the ODI series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Potentially, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because 24, 27,
So
5 days.
Exactly.
No chance.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
a chance. No.
T20. he
If
could
we've
play.
already ruled out KL Rahul, who tested positive yesterday,
Then yeah.
KL
of course.
also has to travel. In Holder's case, he's right there. But he could possibly make it to the T20 series.
Yeah. Maybe
So
out for the
can
first
KL.
2 T20Is, there for the remaining 3.
Yeah. So
Because there
can-
is a big gap.
So can KL. By the way,
Sorry.
Nicholas Puran said at the toss that they decided to bowl because there's a bit of weather around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is always better to.
42% chances of rain.
Yeah. Mridul Krishna saying, why no Ishan or Ruturaj? Mridul, as I explained earlier as well, maybe they are going to give the chance to players that are not part of the T20 squad because this is the only opportunity they'll get to play some cricket on this tour. If you've travelled all the way, I'm sure they want to give them a game or two. So I think they've gone with Shubman ahead of an Ishan, and because Ruturaj is also not part of this T20 squad, I think he'll also get a chance to play forward.
Yeah.
So Ishan will get the T20 series to play.
Yep.
Though the interesting bit will be, because somebody pointed out that maybe they continue with the Pant experiment of opening now that KL will not make it. At least for the first
2 matches.
2 matches, I'm guessing.
And not Ishan Kishan.
Yeah, Ishan
then
can
they'll
bat
ha-
number 3, 4.
But then they'll have to fit DK also somewhere.
But DK though has been given a role.
No, I'm saying.
No more than 3 overs. They have decided. So DK has told you don't have a batting position. When there are 3 overs left, we will send you.
For this series, I don't think it should be a problem because Virat is not there. So you can actually play Ishan Kishan, Rishabh Pant and DK, all 3 of them.
In the same
Ah.
11.
In the same
Yes.
11.
Yeah.
But for the Asia Cup in August or late August,
Yeah.
then you'll have to see who fits in where. Then you'll have to make some tough calls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Akshar Patel, how many ODIs has he played? I think this is by far, I think Yuzi Chahal should be the leader of this.
Of the bowling attack?
Bowling attack,
Yes.
Bowling attack.
Yes.
By some
he
distance.
should have been your vice captain, no? Yuzvechel should have been your vice
They
captain.
just go with the batsman, I guess.
Yeah.
Shreyas
12th
also
man.
you're looking at him as captaincy material.
Hmm?
So he was spoken about.
He was.
Apart from Bumrah,
and he captained.
He is your number one 12th man. That's what one of
One of our
viewers-
commenters said.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he's saying when the full team is
Full
available.
team is available. Yeah.
When Rohit is back.
Then
when
he's
Virat
our
is
number
back,
one
when
12th
KL
man.
is.
Yeah. He'll be
Yeah.
our number one 12th man.
So he's put him ahead of
Front runner.
Uda, Sky, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Sky no. Sky.
No,
no.
but
Sky
in
will
ODI,
play.
How will Sky play?
They're saying about
ODIs,
ODI.
ODI, it'll be
Shikhar,
Rohit,
Rohit,
Dhawan.
Virat,
ODIs. No, I was thinking
KL Rahul,
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya, Rishabh
How
How
Pant.
should Shreyas take this
Done.
this comment? You are our number one 12th man.
I think he'll be happy that he's right.
At the cusp.
Yeah, and he's ahead of. By the way, he's put him ahead of Surya Kumar. That itself is a compliment.
No, he didn't.
He is the
He did,
number
he
one
did.
12th man will be him.
No,
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 VK
he said
slash
he is a
Sai.
replacement for VK/Surya.
no, but Surya to doesn't come in the 11 now.
No, he is saying.
But if he's number one 12th.
Going by what I'm forgetting the gentleman's name. Anybody?
No, both VK and Surya cannot be in the team.
No, he said he is your replacement to VK and
Yes,
Surya.
VK I can understand. How can it be Surya? Surya can't make the 11 then.
No, but Surya played the ODIs with Virat Kohli.
There was no KL Rahul now, Baba, that time.
Are to KL
When
will.
full-fledged team is there.
Are full-fledged team.
Will never be there.
When was the last time you saw a
Say that.
full-fledged team available, fit and?
Yes, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Fit and firing, let's say.
October
Bahar Ali from
2021.
Pakistan is saying Shubman Gill will score 100 today.
Shubman is a classy player. I think
GGK is saying Sanju 100 loading today. Bahar.
everyone will be praising Sanju in a couple of hours. I hope so. I really hope so. The amount of
Justice for Sanju.
yeah, exactly.
What are they? Arshdeep with the ball doing what? Just
I hope they've announced the right 11.
the way it looked like didn't seem like. Sir, अभी show चल रहा है after the show live है अभी. Light.
Yeah.
Fix.
When can we see India full strength squad? Akash Bharadwaj. Hopefully by the India-Pakistan match in Melbourne.
Possibly then.
Possible.
No. What do you mean?
Full strength.
Full strength India team Asia Cup you will see.
Sure.
What do you mean sure? You are playing 2 India-Pakistan matches there. Will you take a B team?
B team is stronger in bilateral series or the Asia Cup in that sense.
My goodness.
India-Pakistan. We don't know the Indian team. 1 year it's been.
You are saying, repeat that. You are saying this team is better than the team which will have Rohit back, Virat back, KL back.
Bumrah back.
Shami.
You saying this team is better? Troll him. Tell your Twitter
bold
handle.
claim.
See, Rahul and Rohit will go out first ball to Shaheen in Melbourne. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So you're anyway play with the other team. No, their presence there or not there doesn't make a difference. No.
I don't know him. I don't know him.
Satyavachan happened in Dubai.
Shivam, can we
Share his
stop?
Twitter handle.
I don't have a Twitter handle.
And no wonder he can say such things.
Social media detox.
Raj is saying I think Ishan Kishan might be dropped. No, Raj, I don't
No, I don't
agree.
think so.
I think they will use him in T20,
Yeah.
not drop.
So
They may have to take a call on Ishan Kishan right at the last moment.
True.
Yeah.
True.
He will go to the Asia Cup.
15 matches now potential, because if they say Asia Cup they're going to face Pakistan twice, that means they're facing all the other teams twice, is it then? Round robin. Afghanistan twice, Sri Lanka
Yes.
twice.
Yes.
So, okay. 11 plus 3 plus 3. So after this, 5
17.
included, 22 matches of T20s we'll be playing.
Jesus.
5 against West Indies, potentially 11 in the Asia Cup.
Potentially against Australia also in Australia before the T20 World Cup.
Maybe, yeah. 3 T20Is against South Africa and Australia here. Then when we go there, will they have the time to play?
South Africa
No, I'm
just played.
saying-
Have we not had enough with South Africa? You called them
They're
again.
becoming the new
But
Sri Lanka at this
And the
point.
most interesting thing is they've just played a series
5
gone.
T20Is.
Then they come back. They played 3 T20
At
and then
home.
3
3
ODIs.
ODIs.
And if I'm saying if you are not playing a T20 series in Australia just before the T20 World Cup,
yeah.
what will be the last series or match official?
ODI.
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 series?
And that too 12
Can I-
days before the first match.
Can I hazard a guess? And I think I could be proved right. Mark this, that what you will have while that ODI series is happening,
Yeah.
that this maybe a B team will play that.
Yeah.
Main team will go to Australia and play T20 series in
Series
Australia.
there, yeah. That'll happen.
At the same time.
That'll happen, yes.
I think that'll happen.
Possible.
See, the reason why they will, I mean, it sounds bizarre, but that one days are fitted in only because of broadcast deals. You promise the broadcaster so many games will happen, so
No,
many
that
one
was,
days.
this series is that COVID postponed one.
That's
which
what I'm
happened,
saying.
yeah.
You promise them these many series, the broadcaster. You have to give it to them.
Yep.
So now they will play.
And you are giving it to them royally.
Yes.
8 T20Is and 3 ODIs in the space of 5 months.
So B team will play that ODI
Yeah,
series.
that obviously they will.
And the
yes.
main team will go to Australia, play those 3.
Or after the end of the T20s, they would have already gone to Australia.
No, that's what.
Both,
They will
yeah.
be playing ODIs there in Australia.
Even though that is also that is just a thought that India might just play a T20 series ahead of the World Cup against Australia in Australia, but there's nothing guaranteed as of now. But there is.
No, even if they don't play that, I doubt the main team will play the ODI also. I doubt it.
But then will they have the time to play
Too
a
much.
series in Australia?
Too
Because
much.
see,
No,
prior
the first match that you play is 23rd.
Yeah.
You will have a couple of warm-up games also before that.
So 21st itself the tournament begins. Our
21st?
thing begins on 23rd, right? We are not the opening game of
No,
the
we're not the
ICC
opening
World
game.
T20.
No, that I
Yeah.
know. But
So,
I'm saying the first match is
1 week prior to 21st of October, you'll have warm-up games. 14th.
16th.
Yeah.
16th?
16th, 14th, 16th, you'll start.
Right.
India, if they leave for Australia, they will play
And the last ODI is
on 12th,
8th?
11th October.
11.
My God.
Yeah. So if you finish your T20Is by say 4th or 5th, I think the 4th is the final T20 against South Africa. You will go to Australia. I don't think you'll have the time to play a series there.
Where there's a will, there's always a way.
Even
You
if
can
you
play
don't
3 matches in a day.
you can. And even if you don't play the series, they won't be playing the ODIs.
They won't, obviously not.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Aradhana Shukla says, if bashing Ireland, weak Sri Lanka hypes you, then it's not your class but others' worse phase. On these random experiments, you took Shankar to World Cup based on 3 good ODIs.
See, I'll disagree with the second part. I don't think Shankar had 3 good ODIs.
He did.
Okay.
He
Don't
did.
offend him, huh?
The Nagpur ODI against Australia.
Vijay Shankar supporter.
He bowled India to victory. Won them by 8 runs.
See?
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
remember also. Don't
No, but
say such.
she or he, I hope
Aradhana will be
he is a she. I hope
She's a
he's a
She's a she.
She is a she.
Ha.
She
Yep.
is a she.
Ha.
I hope. But 3 good games.
Yeah.
But she's right also.
She, on these you took Shankar to on 3 good games. Yeah, actually she's right.
Ha.
He did have
is
3
wrong,
good games.
but-
He is wrong.
But what she is saying that that was a wrong call to take 3 good games.
And 3 good
Vijay
games?
Shankar supporter is saying it was a wrong call to take Vijay Shankar for the World Cup.
No, he's saying
just
it's
saying
wrong.
3 good games he had. But
He
he's
had.
not agreeing or disagreeing on
No, but
the.
you
I'm not
said she's
agreeing
right.
that he did have 3
Three
good
good
games.
games.
I agree with her on that part. But I don't agree with the fact that you took Shankar to the world. If he was the best choice, he was the best choice.
But was he the best choice at number 4?
Best choice was the worst choice.
That anyway was, the fire was already lit because
No,
your
we don't
selection
want
panel.
to see this, Shivam, please take
Yeah.
us back. We don't want to see. No matter what he says.
Your selection
Yeah,
panel
exactly.
anyway screwed it up before the
Come out of
Australia
this.
series.
Let's check some.
Can't help it.
You guys talked about replacement Vikram Talreja says.
Yeah.
Replacement of Pandya after World Cup 21. What happened? Still we don't have any backup for Pandya. Yes, he's in form, but where is the vision? Because as of today, Huda won't be going to the World Cup. Who said?
I think he's in
Yeah,
contention.
absolutely.
But after the 2021, this channel didn't exist. And secondly, yes, as of now, Hardik Pandya, he does not have a
There's no backup,
replacement.
yeah.
And for me, I see, as far as white ball cricket is concerned, he is my first choice player
Yeah.
in any team.
Nobody's saying where is the vision? Why have you not prepared a backup for him? That is the question.
They did try a few backups.
Venkatesh Iyer,
Venkatesh Iyer.
Vijay Shankar.
Vijay Shankar.
But unfortunately, class of Pandya is class of Pandya.
Yes.
Technically, even Shardul is there partly because of his batting.
But,
only, no?
yeah,
not at the
so
same
much,
level,
yeah.
of course. Not at the same level.
But I thought Huda was the backup to Pandya.
Huda
cannot win as one spinner, one fast bowler.
Nah.
And Huda, you barely giving him any overs to bowl. Though I think he'll bowl today.
No, because Dhawan
He's
in the
your
pre-match
sixth
was
bowler.
talking about it.
Yes.
He's talking
He
about
has
bowling
to bowl.
options. Exactly.
Has
There's
to.
no sixth bowling
Yes.
option.
Yep.
But in T20 you had options, na? Because both Pandya, Jadeja, everyone
Were
was
there, exactly.
Arey,
So that is the thing.
Akash
always
Bhardwaj
plays-
is saying,
Sir, at the time of Gary Kirsten,
yes.
we always played best 11. That's why we won the World Cup. Akash,
Yes.
you're right.
We played with the core for 8 months.
Yeah.
The same team in all the series.
Nobody could breach that.
11.
11.
Yeah.
A
That
lot
was
of
good.
Remember people like Ashwin were
No,
waiting
you would
for
have
their
a few
chance.
changes here and there between Yusuf Pathan and Suresh Raina. You
Yes.
moved here and there, but that's okay. Spinner also, you got in Piyush Chawla in a few games to bowl.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
there were
lot
a
of
few areas.
Yeah.
In the fast bowlers also, you had an option. You could move between Zahir, Shrikant, Ashish Nehra.
Yeah.
True.
So, but
And you had the backup. If Ashish Nehra got injured, you had Shrikant. That's how he came in the final.
Final.
Yeah,
Shrikant.
that's
You
what-
had the backups also.
Nehra injured his
Yeah.
hand, or was it?
Yeah, left arm, the
Yeah.
left
Aruna
finger.
Tareja
Got
is saying Hardik Pandya can win you the T20 World Cup.
Oh,
A
yeah.
fully
Of course.
fit Hardik Pandya can actually
Match
win
winner.
you a T20 World Cup. He can be your X factor that
course.
Rishabh Pant is in Test cricket.
True.
Agreed.
Yes, yes.
Totally agreed.
Yep.
Shivam, Australia, dollars. Okay, World Cup 11. Yeah, we have lots of opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
But here's likely 11 is Rohit, Rahul, Virat, Shreyas / Pant / Kai, Hardik / Pant / DK. So Pant is an option in 2 places. But can I do one thing? I think not much to disagree. Rohit, Rahul, Virat. But I think Sky
at number 4.
Is a number one.
4 is a done thing.
Yeah.
Hardik at 5 is a done thing. 5,
Pant,
6, wherever he went.
Yeah. Pant is a
Yeah.
done thing.
No, Pant DK could have a.
Let's see how he performs in this
Yes.
West Indies series.
Jaddu at 7 is done.
Done.
Yeah.
Then you got Bhuvi, Bumrah, Yuzi are done.
Yeah.
Harshal will make it to the 11.
He's the only dicey one in the bowling. Otherwise, I don't think anyone else
Yeah.
is there.
I mean, I would
No
take
Shami.
Shami there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I don't think Shami is gonna. No, Shami doesn't seem like he's in the
Running.
scheme of things. I don't think so.
But why?
Yeah, I know it's mysterious. I'm just saying.
We never know. Now these matches coming up will be important.
Let's see Asia Cup what happens. That'll be the next big. When will we play the core there? Hopefully we play the core there.
And if
Hopefully.
we don't play the core there, when are we going to play the core?
Then in Australia, South Africa then. That's it.
Asterix, Rahul, Asterix, subject to fitness.
Fitness.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, KL. Yep.
Okay, what is Austin Kuna? He's saying domestic cricket stats are absolutely useless. Padikkal has the best list A average for an Indian with an average of 80 in 22 innings, and Gaikwad had a superb Vijay Hazare. But Shubman Gill gets a chance.
Gill has been in the scheme of things for a while now. It's not like he just suddenly got shot into contention.
Hazare,
Yeah, you can't help it though. That's the depth. And remember, if you get injured at this particular point in time,
Worst.
you just go down the pecking order. It's like as if you
Instantly.
tumble down a ladder. It's like that. It's that rapid. Can't help it.
Prediction, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Devashish Maharana is 325 for India. Nikhil sir, top 4 semi-finalists for the Australia World Cup.
T20, yeah.
Very tough, yeah.
Very
Now.
tough.
But if I had to pick, I'll go India. I'll go Australia. I will go. It's going to be tough.
No
Pakistan, South Africa.
England. No England.
South Africa.
No dark horse.
South Africa.
West Indies
is
maybe.
Looking deadly.
West Indies, they could be.
No, England is my 5th option. So between England, South Africa,
No New Zealand in Australia, by the way.
I know, but
Even,
I'll
yeah,
only pick
no.
4.
Better. New Zealand have a terrible record in Australia.
Yeah. So I've gone with that.
Yeah, I will go with India, Pakistan, England, and Australia.
No, but 2015 World Cup, they played the final.
And they lost.
No, that is India didn't even play the final.
Yeah, but New Zealand, that was the first game
India
in
has
Australia.
never won a world. India has never made it to the final in Australia in any World Cup.
Yeah.
Somebody said, how can you watch the match on Android? Just go to the Google Play Store, download an app called Fan Code, subscribe to it, and watch the match on Android. That's how you can watch
Or
it.
you
After
can
the
also go to
series is
DD's
over-
YouTube and check it out.
Huh?
Oh, they're showing it on YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, the simple one is, I had no idea.
So someone was actually mentioning that it's really unfair on fan code that they're showing the match
Yeah.
for free on DD on
Are
TV.
you sure?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure
There is.
someone was
There is.
mentioning.
Is it on the match? Is on?
There we go.
No, go up.
Up.
Up. Huh, first link. Huh, what is this?
No, there's nothing.
No,
right.
I don't think so.
Someone was mentioning it in the
No,
comments.
don't believe what you read in the comments, sir, before confirming. I doubt that can happen. How can they allow that to happen? Especially because if the digital rights are with
Fan
code, they cannot allow it on that. I doubt it'll happen. So you can watch it on Fan Code, which is an app. Download it and watch it. And for TV, it's on Doordarshan.
Doordarshan, yes.
There, when you are coming up in the search.
Nice.
So it was nice. And for latest updates, yeah. Sports Day, subscribe to it.
By the way, tomorrow is a big day. Huh? Big day. Morning 7:05.
Oh, Neeraj
The
Chopra.
World Athletics.
Neeraj
Tomorrow
Chopra.
morning.
Sunday,
No,
no?
Sunday
Sunday,
morning,
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
Tomorrow,
morning.
I think is Anu Rani's final.
What
Not,
date? Is,
Today's
Today's
Friday.
Friday.
Tomorrow is Anu Rani's. He's
no,
right.
yeah.
what today is what date?
22.
Today is
Second.
22nd.
Wait a second.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's there on
it's
the-
on Sunday, 7:05 a.m.
7:05 a.m.
Today is
22nd.
22nd, Friday.
24th. It is.
23rd US.
No, 24th it is. I
24th our thing. It
Yeah.
could be 20.
23 Oregon, 24 India.
Will be-
7:05 a.m.
Yeah, I know it's.
Tomorrow is Anu
7:05.
Rani's final.
Yeah.
The women's javelin.
Saturday is.
but
correct.
we it's good that 6 Indians have already made it to the final. But
Yep.
So it's
to be
on
very
the
honest-
YouTube of West Indies cricket, but
West Indies.
yeah,
cricket. There we go.
but you cannot view it here.
Yeah, obviously they would have
That
done
territory.
the. Yeah.
Yep.
That territory. You can use that VPN or whatever.
Oh yes.
We're giving them
Yeah.
ideas.
No, our people are much smarter than us.
That's
is it legal?
There was one
Yes,
question.
they are actually.
Who was your? Sorry, I missed your name. He said, "Who is your favorite sports journalist or political journalist, either in writing or
Ui.
TV or whatever?"
That's a tough one.
Political journalist.
Any, whether sport or political.
Anything.
That's-
God, man.
Quickly,
Who could I? There's loads actually. Mainly because I also follow multiple sports. You have
there are loads. Name one, na yaar.
Mark Hughes,
Mark Hughes.
if I F1 particularly.
He writes on F1. Yes.
Sports journalist Osman Samiuddin.
Cricket.
Cricket.
Yeah, cricket. Cricket.
Yes.
I actually have a lot of journalists. In fact,
Name one.
but that's a little difficult.
Okay, name two. Then.
No, different
That's what I was saying.
beats.
Okay.
So different beats.
Just
So
pick
it's
anyone.
a little difficult for me.
So name 2-3 beats. Na cricket beat favorite journalist say. You're on a cricket show.
If you have to look closer to home, Nikhil Naz.
Oh, kind of you.
Chalo, Nikhil Nas.
Arey, thank you. yaar.
Yeah, why you had to go?
Ah.
Wow, yaar,
Vocal
chalo.
for local. Huh?
Dinner on me then. But not everyone agrees with you, as Rahul will.
Huh? I said
No,
Nikhil
no,
Nas?
I said as Rahul will point out. Not everyone.
No, I said.
I have shown him. Yes, Shivam, please.
Arey,
Wow,
arey.
he's just okay. No, say non-apna, don't know colleagues. Pick a good journalist quickly.
No, you see,
Take a written writing.
see, I've
You
followed
pick
a lot
one.
of Hindu
Please
journalists.
pick Hindu, yeah. From
In
the
fact,
Hindu. Yes.
ever since growing up, I followed a lot of Hindu journalists and KP Mohan,
KP
Yes.
Mohan. Athletics.
who I
KP.
who I still feel is the best brain as far as athletics doping is concerned.
Yes.
You know, he is
Agreed.
actually an encyclopedia, and I'm still in touch with him. He got retired so many years ago, and he still has that passion and hunger. You won't believe. Even people who are working, who are currently in profession, they don't. I don't see that kind of passion in them. Speaking to, you know, everything he is following. So I remember who was that WADA Director General, and I've seen so many people. You know, this was something like what you said. You know, somebody knew him by his name. You know, yesterday we were talking about a president or a prime minister. Remember?
So
it
the
was
WADA
it was
chief,
something
you know.
similar to that. You know, in a multi-discipline event, he was there sitting right behind, you know, everybody. And so for me, and I've learnt a lot from him, to be very honest. Me,
Brilliant
he
in
is
athletics.
a very, very fine journalist.
Agreed. So that's that then. Oh, Samban. Sid, pronounce his name quickly.
Samdanandanam K. Parvisalam.
Samdanandanam.
No.
Samdanandanam
Samdanandanam.
K. Parvisalam.
Okay. Hi Nikhil, I came on Sports Talk in the evening. Yes, he did. I think he came. I said I don't know Hindi, so didn't understand. He was there with us yesterday as well. So please do come in
Tuticorin.
Tuticorin in November. We'll do it.
Kerala?
No, Tamil Nadu. Toothukudi. It's called Toothukudi officially. It's
Tamil Nadu is
Tuticorin.
Tuticorin. Okay.
That's a British name.
Is there things to do around there?
Yeah, fairly decent city.
Done.
Coastal city.
I love
Do you
Tamil
have-
Nadu food. So
Do you have indecent cities there in Tamil Nadu?
Let's not even get there.
It's
Off
a
camera.
fair-
Off
No,
camera.
you say it's a fairly decent city, so I'm
You have to
just-
look around for all other things that you would want to. Adventures there.
yeah. Chalo, anyways, we'll see you mid innings. See you.
Yes.
Bye bye. Tata.
Vanakkam.
bye.